Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure. And this is my perspective. So I wanted to jump right into this clip. This is I don't know the premise of these little shows where they have these people for both men and women. But I've mainly seen different men, like maybe interviewing women, or I guess if this is supposed to be for the prospect of dating, I'm not sure where these little shows have popped up from with this format, but apparently this is one of them, and I'm not going to waste too much time. Let's get into it.
And I pop my balloon just because you're simply too young. And age isn't really a factor, but you don't know what you want.
How old are you again?
38.
You're 38? Oh, yeah. Red flag.
But it's less about being a red flag and more about being a liability.
I get it.
If I were to bring you into my life, you would be a liability.
Right. Do you got kids, though?
No.
You said you're a doctor, right?
That's correct.
You change your mind, I'm open to it, though.
Why would you be open to it?
Because you're handsome, for one.
So you only like me because I'm beautiful.
Just like I'm beautiful.
Yeah, but that's not why I would only like you.
So why would you like me? Because you didn't answer that.
Because you can bring something and add something to my life. But because you're a liability, you can't add anything to my life.
Right.
You would be a liability to everything in my life.
So what can I not add to your life? What is that?
You can't teach me anything. You can't help me with my finances in any way. You can't add any intellectual. And I pop my balloon just because you're simply too young.
Okay. And so most of the people in the comment section is like, no, he's actually more or less on point. He tried to explain to her why he would not choose her. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this clip is because a lot of women will say that a man expressing his standard to a woman or telling her why he would reject her for dating or what have you is automatically that man attempting to be condescending towards her, attempting to belittle her, and attempting to humble her. And this is supposed to be the case the majority of the time whenever men say what their standards are and things of that nature. But I want to kind of push back on that sentiment, that concept, because Black women in particular always think that any form of information that is given to them, whether it is corrective or whether it is simply information that someone thinks might be useful to them in some way, and that information is not flattering, it's not praise, it's not, what they call as quote unquote uplifting them and all of that type of stuff. If it's not of that caliber of information, then it's automatically looked upon as if the person that's giving her the information is somehow belittling her, somehow thinks little of her or whatever. Here's the thing. If someone rejects you and then they tell you why you got rejected, even if it may hurt your feelings a little bit, that's actually quite helpful to anyone who is looking to self-improve, because feedback is quite important, right? It's important. Feedback is important in any business model, anytime you're trying to sell something or any service that you're trying to give to somebody. You always want reviews. You always want feedback from the people who are taking part of that service or whatever, or have purchased what you are selling. And the reason for feedback is to gauge the general public's concept or their perception of your product, your service, or you. So when you get feedback, let's say in a business, let's say you're selling some item, and the reviews, right, start coming in. And let's say the reviews are not very good for this item that you are selling. It is not going to help you to get into your feelings about this and say, no, you're going to continue to sell this item the way that it is. You're going to continue the type of marketing that you have always done. And these people had just better like it. They had just better buy it, no matter what kind of feedback they come with. If they say, I like the product, but it's not very well made, it breaks, whatever. It would do you better to, instead of getting your feelings about it, go back to the drawing board. Okay, people are obviously interested in this item because they purchase it, but they are saying that it's this wrong with the item and it's that thing going on with the item. And so these are where my improvements can be made. So you go back to the drawing board, you take that feedback into account, and you make the necessary changes. You improve your product, you come back, and if you have done that properly, people who now buy the new and improved, tell people it's new and improved. It does this now and it does that now, and people buy it, then you can start getting that positive feedback. No, this is a wonderful product, and blah, 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 blah. The feedback that you're looking for. But you're not going to be able to put products on the market in any kind of way and then expect positive feedback from that, no matter what it is. Because if people are not going to be honest with you about the feedback, then you can't make any improvements. One of the worst things online when you buying something, let's say you're making a fairly big purchase on something and you're researching that thing and you're looking for the reviews, the one thing that you don't want is a fake review, fake positive reviews. Oh, this item is so wonderful and blah, blah, blah. And then you get it, and then it is none of what those reviews said. Right? Now you're disappointed. Now you got to be the one to pop out and say, nope, all of that positive review stuff is a complete lie. This is the truth about what this product is. You ladies are the product on the market. You are not going to be able to just tell these men they had better buy you, no matter what condition you come in and no matter how you market yourself. That is not how it works. That's not how any of this works. None of it works like that. If you are going into the market and you're trying to go into the wife market, you cannot go into the wife market as a thought and a whore, because you will not be selected for wife if you show up as a whore and a thought. It's just like looking for exercise equipment on Amazon, and Amazon keeps showing you TVs and couches. That's not what you're looking for. Is the TV a good TV? Maybe. Is a good couch a good couch? Yeah, maybe, but that's not what I put in the search bar. I put exercise equipment in there. So why are you showing me something else? I don't want that. I'll want that. I'll type that in when I want that. Then I want something else. Quit showing me stuff that I'm not asking for. So when you women show up wanting to be chosen for something other than a baby mama, some other than a good time, not a long time, something other than a leisure, a moment, something for this man to do, or some warm hole for this man to partake in, when you want to do something more than that, then you have to show up better than that. You can't show up as that, or else he's going to put you in a category of that, and you're going to continue to receive the same feedback over and over and over. This lady is receiving feedback. If she's smart, she'll take that into consideration, what he said. She may not ever get with him, but if she can improve herself and work on her and do that inner work that she's supposed to do, she will be able to attract a similar man. that she's interested in and that's interested in her and doesn't see her as a liability. He's trying to tell her that I don't see you as as an asset. Likely other men have not seen you as an asset. He admits that she's young and pretty. That's not enough. That's enough for the guy that just want to smash. Young and cute, that's more than enough. But if he's looking for something deeper than that, that is just the surface. That's base level to be cute and young. That's base level. Now what else? So jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.